Today I'm going to explain you about the personal protective equipments. This presentation is copyright of PEC safeties. So let's talk about personal protective equipment, or we call this as PPE. According to OSHA, which is nothing but Occupational Safety Health Administration, millions of workers suffer a serious job-related injury or illness each year, with many injuries occurring because PPE did not provide full protection or wrong PPE was worn. And you can see these accidents happening in accident site in factories, like people cutting their hands, fingers, hurting their shoes, and something falling from the height on the head of the worker and is getting injured, right? So let's meet a guy. He's about to have a pretty rough week at work. Hopefully, guy will be able to learn from his mistakes and understand that using the right PPE in the right way at the right time could save his life. Today, he has been asked to do some hard work, maybe a welding work. So before long, some sparks are flying and they land right in the guy's eye. Okay, and he got hurt. So guy could have benefited from using the eye and face protection. From eye and face protection, what all different personal protective equipments we use? Let's see. So eye and face protection, we have safety glasses. It should be ANSI approved, marked with Z87 and have approved side shields. Goggles can be worn over glasses if necessary, and face shields do not provide enough protection on their own, so wear them with safety glasses or the goggles. So eye and face protection. So safety glasses, goggles, and we have face shields. This is how they look. So eye and face protection shields workers from hazards such as flying fragments, particles and sparks, molten metals, lasers, UV light, glare and radiation, liquid chemicals, vapors and hazardous gases. So now the guy has learned a new things that he is good to go. So what do we do before putting an on any PPE, right? Let's see what happens on day 2. That is inspect it first. So today he's walking beneath a scaffolding. So scaffolding is nothing but temporary landing made to work on the heights. So guy's coworker loses his grip on a tool and bang. It falls on a poor guy's head. So that's where doozy. Let's see what kind of head protection guy could have used. So head protection, a hard hat should always be worn. Hard hat should effectively resist penetration by objects, absorb the shock of a blow, be water resistant, be ANSI Z89 approved. So head protection, two types of ANSI hard hat classifications include Class C, which is electrically protective to 20,000 volts, and Class G, which is electrically protective to 2200 volts. When you are speaking of the codes, ANSI is the American standards, like we have in India, Indian standards, right? IS. So whatever the PP you are using should be conforming to the standard codes. So head protection, inspect hard hats for nicks, scratches or holes on the shell. Make sure your hard hat's suspension is not damaged or deteriorated. Check that your hard hat is not brittle or soft due to a UV damage. So on day 3 goes better for a guy. Today guy has been asked to do some cutting work. So it should be nice and quick until snip. So guy cuts his hand pretty badly. Guys can't catch a break. His cut resistant gloves were in his pocket. So let's see what guy needs to know about hand and arm protection. So hand and arm protection, we have gloves, we have finger guards, and we have arm coverings. So hand and arm protection, it is important to know when gloves are necessary and when they are not. So which gloves you need for the job, like many operations, maybe in construction, maybe in a factories. So different types of gloves are there. So you should use those accordingly. So hard and arm protection. So avoid hand injuries by performing JSAs, selecting appropriate gloves, being aware of pinch points, working safely with tools and equipment, avoiding chemical and electrical exposure, stretching frequently, maintaining focus and staying alert. So on day 4, guy's coworker is trying to move something heavy without getting help. So heavy items when you are moving, there's a chance that those items might slip and fall on some other person's legs. So he loses his grip and heavy items fall right on a guy's foot. Bad luck. Let's see what foot and leg protection would have used. So foot and leg protection, we have safety footwear like steel toe boots must meet standards set by ANSA or Indian standards. So our American Society for Testing and Materials, that is ASTM. So foot and leg protection like leggings, we have metatarsal guards, toe guards, combination of foot and shin guards. So on day 5, guy's co-worker is working on something electrical when pop guy gets a good idea. Grab some flame retardant clothing or FRC to protect himself and his co-worker. So solution, let's see why. So body protection. So FRCs are less likely to catch fire, so they are useful in protecting workers from flash fires, electrical arcs, and flames, and they are self-extinguishing and must be approved for use in the work environment. Many people who are working in electrical heavy, high tension electrical circuits and maybe firemen, so are extinguishing fires. They wear such kind of jackets. So, body protection. Other garments used to protect the arms, legs, and trunk of the body from hazards include fully encapsulating suits, sleeve protectors, proximity units, and cooling garments. So now, guy used what we learned to be safe on the job is this week. So and day one, guy wears a welding mask during hot work in order to protect his face and eyes. Day two, he wears an approved hard hat which absorbs the shock of a blow to his head when his coworker accidentally drops a tool. So on day 3, he wears cut resistant gloves during cutting work in order to protect his hands and fingers. So on day 4, he wears a safety footwear in order to protect his feet from potential crushing and another hazards. So day 5, a safe guy goes home to his family.